In 1977, Pakistan's military, with the support of the United States, overthrew the leftist Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. He was a socialist and a left-wing nationalist who tried to implement policies to develop the country, to industrialize Pakistan so it wasn't so dependent on the Western powers, and to fight poverty in a country with rampant poverty. The military leader who overthrew him, Zia-ul-Haq, was an ultra-conservative Islamist, and the United States propped him up, backing the ultra-right-wing Zia-ul-Haq regime for a decade as he dismantled all of the left-wing economic policies of his predecessors, as he implemented mass privatizations and sold off state assets to Western corporations, and as he also imposed very conservative Islamist ideas, and Pakistan collaborated with the US and Saudi Arabia to support the Mujahideen, the Islamist extremist rebels in Afghanistan, fighting against Afghanistan's socialist government backed by Soviet forces. So at that point, Pakistan was engaged directly in a proxy war against the Soviet Union in alliance with the US. So you should keep this in mind because there are many examples throughout history of the United States supporting many of these very right-wing conservative Islamist elements. And then during the so-called War on Terror, the US cites those very same ultra-conservative Islamists as an excuse to justify intervention in regions where the US for decades supported those forces. So Washington has always backed the most reactionary, anti-progressive elements in Pakistan, and the US has frequently backed the military, which is the most powerful institution in the country, which has ruled Pakistan for much of its history, and no prime minister has ever been able to finish his term in office. And this brings us to Imran Khan, who was democratically elected but overthrown in a political coup in April 2022. At the time of the ouster, there were reports in Pakistan that the US